The Zenin clan, one of the big three royal families of Jujutsu Kaisen. This is the clan we are most familiar with. Their ideology is self-righteous and archaic, which led to oppression of all those deemed inferior within the clan. But what if their cursed technique and cursed energy superiority made it impossible for the clan's prized inherited technique to be fully realized? First, let's do a quick refresh of the Zenin clan. They exercise their very problematic values under the guise of tradition and keeping the clan pure. I mean, it's simple. They view superior cursed energy and cursed techniques above all, then it's average sorcerers, and after that, it may look something like this. Men with no innate cursed technique, aka the Kukuru unit. Under that, they would probably put Toji next, who is viewed inferior in the stain of the clan for being born with zero cursed energy. Oh, and then female Zenin would be at the bottom. The girls are expected to be pretty and obedient, absolutely perfect members of the clan with unrealistic expectations compared to the male members. Which, by the way, look at these guys. These guys think they are superior. This knuckle dragon crew looking motherfucker. Naobito wacky car racing head ass. If the word muck became a person, it would look like this hillbilly, and his big head ass probably stretches out turtlenecks. At least we already know karmic justice came by way of Maki, who would be viewed as the lowest of all with her having zero cursed energy and being a woman. She is truly a goat though, and I can't wait to see the massacre animated. Of course, JJK is over, so this is just a headcanon scenario, what if, that I think is plausible within the universe. And plus, I miss talking about JJK, so I wanted to make a video about it. Let me know in the comment section below if there's any headcanon scenarios that you have thought of that might work in the universe or you just thought would be cool. And don't forget to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Okay, so I love Megami Fushiguro. I think 10 Shadows is the coolest technique. It's a shame it got mishandled and the execution wasn't there, especially for the domain. But this isn't really about that or Megami specifically. This is about the clan's beliefs and the values that they're so proud of actually putting a limiter, bottlenecking the full potential of the 10 Shadows ability. Of course, that word potential gets brought up in a video about 10 Shadows. Now, we don't know a whole lot about the other 10 Shadows user. We just know he was a clan head who had the inherited curse technique and actually killed the Gojo clan head. And it's stated that no one has ever tamed Mahoraga, so we can assume that the older clan head from 400 years ago actually killed that Gojo clan head by summoning Mahoraga and sacrificing himself as well. Now this is the only other 10 Shadows user we hear of in the entire story, and we know nothing about him. Now on one hand, which this is the more weighted, heavier hand, is it leaves a bad taste in your mouth when you are looking at the story objectively. And on the other hand, it lends itself to the imagination. It gives us the free will to play in this land of headcanon and come up with our own ideas. Now I'm only going to be talking about this clan head, but I think it's safe to assume that from him and even further back, if there were any other 10 Shadows user, they would most likely fall into the similar category that I'm going to be discussing with him. And one thing we know about the past eras in JJK from the incarnated sorcerers in the Cullen games, they were all depicted as harsher realities. It was a more savage and brutal time. You pair that with the fact of it being an older time, so there's no technology, it's easier to control information and also strong arm or have a say-so on what actually gets recorded in the official records. This is an important hinge piece for the scenario I created, which is about the past clan heads, which ironically would be 10 Shadows users, actually removing any record of someone being born within the clan with zero cursed energy. Now with the Zenin clan having small dick energy, it wouldn't surprise me that they want to hide that stain. They want to get rid of any record of it, thinking of it's an anomaly. They don't want to be known as the clan to birth such an inferior person. That very mindset would be the shackle that screws them forever into not being able to tame Mahoraga. And this isn't a scenario where I say, let's change the Zenin clan and make them better, make them more altruistic, more centered human beings, right? They've dug their grave and they're currently laying in it. I don't want to change what the Zenin clan present themselves as. As much as I would love to headcanon and create a fan fiction where Megami tames Mahoraga and he gets the full realization of his power and Chimera Shadow Guard and all that. That's cool to think about. But with this scenario, it's a headcanon that I think is plausible just with how the big families, the Zenin clan specifically, present themselves. Of course, this is a modern time that we're set in, so it's harder to control information. Think about how nobility is depicted in like past stories or just older times. They all have more of an influence on a grand scale. If a smaller clan or a village close to the compound of the Zenin back in the day happened to find out or hear about someone with zero cursed energy being born of the Zenin blood, it would be a lot easier for them to wipe them out or get rid of them. It may be extreme, yes, but unheard of, no. And this refusal to include this being with zero cursed energy in their records would haunt them forever. Because someone like Megumi being born, who is a high IQ, strategic fighter, would greatly benefit from going back in the records and finding a pattern. That pattern would be every anomaly of someone with zero cursed energy just so happens to have a child that is a 10 Shadows user. Now, of course, his father has already been killed by his adopted father. But of course, there's Maki there, who also has no cursed energy. Seeing that pattern of a parent giving birth to a 10 Shadows user would eventually land Megumi in the headspace that it's designed that way on purpose, to include them in the ritual summoning Mahoraga and having them fight, of course with split soul katana and other cursed tools. I don't want to get into a discussion or try and change anyone's mind if they think a full heavenly restricted person with split soul katana and fully realized could take out Mahoraga with being able to attack the soul. I personally believe that it would work, especially going in with the information on how Mahoraga operates. Remember, this video isn't trying to solve the issue with taming Mahoraga, but if you are looking for a video like that, you can check out my boy Otakutalks. He has a banger video regarding that topic. I'll put his link in the description below. Tell him Tiberius sent you. This video is to just add a bit of context or an extra layer to their problematic values and how that closed-minded way of viewing things and seeing other people actually shackled the potential of their clan as a whole going forward. Weak mindset, weak technique. Although in a perfect world, it's still nice to think about a scenario of Megumi and Toji jumping Mahoraga as a father and son bonding, as it should be. But Zenin clan got the small dick energy, you know? Thanks for staying for the whole video. It was fun to talk about JJK again. I'm not sure if people are still watching much JJK content, but if you are and want to see more, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Remember, stay normie, stay weeb, shit even in between is fine. Until next time, peace.